So today we are talking about some female or feminine tips and tricks that you've probably never heard of before. They're kind of weird. They're kind of unusual. Give me a chance, okay? Come into this video with an open mind. We're gonna be talking about down there a lot of the video, and I really think you'll find these tips useful if you give them a chance. So let's just jump right into the video talking about hair down there. Maybe you don't want it, in which case I really recommend Kenzie, which is an IPL hair removal device. I have been working with Kenzie for years at this point. I love recommending this device because it works so well. If you don't want to shave anymore because it's annoying, ingrown hairs, waxing is painful, lasers at like salons are really expensive and very, very painful. This is not. This is the way to go. Again, it works so well. I'm gonna tell you all about it. You can use it all over your body for hair removal, but I am gonna have them linked down below. If you're interested, you can use code Shea20 for 20% off this device. Okay, so if you do end up getting it, let me just tell you what you actually get and how to use it. So when you open the box, you get the quick start guide. Definitely look over this because it will tell you the different levels to use based on your skin tone. If you have super blonde hair, that's the only thing I would say. Do not buy this if you have really blonde hair because this stands for IPL, Intense Pulse Light. So it actually sends light wavelengths to the root of your hair and it needs some pigment to attach onto for the hair removal. So definitely look at this quick start guide. Okay, so I just plugged it in right there. I actually really like that it comes with a nice long cord so that you can do this really anywhere. Sometimes I'll do it in the bathroom, sometimes I'll do it in my closet. And then this is the device and you just plug it directly into the base. There is a flashing light in the back. That's the on button. You'll just press that and it turns on. And then if you notice, there are different levels right here. So you'll hit the button in the back again to change the levels. And I always turn it up to level 5, which is like full blast. It does not hurt at all. Like pain is like the #1 question I get. I'm telling you guys, this does not hurt. It feels like a little rubber band smacking your skin. But all you'll do is actually line it up and then just hit the center button. And it flashes, and then you'll just move over whatever area you want to treat and just glide over the area. In fact, it does have a glide mode, whereas if you just hold down the button, it'll just continually flash and you can just treat the area as you go along. Okay, let's talk about results because that's the most important part. So you'll start to see results after week 2 to 3 and then full results after week 12. So you'll do this once a week and you'll start to see a difference pretty quickly. Now you can use this all over your body. As I mentioned, my favorite parts are my legs and my bikini line. But you can do your underarms. You can even do it on your face. And the main reason people love this is for hair removal, but because of the wavelengths that goes into your skin, it actually treats other things too, like age spots. It helps with acne. It helps with skin rejuvenation. So you're kind of getting a lot of like bang for your buck with this. So if you do want to give the Kenzie device a try, I will have them linked down below, or you go to their website. It's kenzie.com, KENZI.com. But don't forget to use my code Shea20 for 20% off this device. Number 2, we're still talking about hair. Now you can do kind of like whatever you want down there. Everyone has their own preference of leaving it completely au naturel or bikini line or going in like full throttle. I would encourage you to leave some hair down there around the important parts because it's really there for a reason. It kind of protects against infection. It kind of like blocks out all the bad stuff from going into places it shouldn't be going into. So that is just something that you can obviously completely ignore this, but I really do think there should be a little bit down there. Now we are entering the video where you're going to think I'm a lunatic. You're gonna think I'm crazy. You're gonna think I'm disgusting. And I'm sure most of you will not even try this, but if you do, I think you'll be shocked. If you want to continually smell darn good down there, like without even really trying, don't ever wash with soap, only water. I'm serious, only water. We have a lot of bacteria down there. We have a lot of bacteria everywhere, really. But down there's good bacteria and there's bad bacteria. And so when we wash with soap, it's just removing it all. And then it comes back. And the bad bacteria is what's causing the bad smell. Now, if we only wash with water, it takes time, okay? It takes time and it seems awful at first. Like the first few weeks sucks, okay? But if you only wash with water, it kind of feeds the good bacteria and it starts to grow that and it kills off the bad so that you only have good bacteria down there, meaning zero smell, okay? Even if you don't take a shower, you still have zero scent. Now I have a couple things that I suggest you get just to have on hand in that first 2 to 3 week period. Honestly, and moving forward, these are next level. These are things, again, no one talks about and they work wonders. So if you are in the shower, probably cursing me out, only using water, no soap, but you're like, I need something to like just get me through, try this boric acid feminine wash. There's so many darn feminine washes out there that have fragrance, they just so many bad ingredients that aren't really good for that area, where this has prebiotics. It's really just boric acid, which again kills off the bad bacteria and allows you to smell nice. It's odor controlling. It really also helps with pH, even though like all of these other washes say
it's balancing pH.
No, this is much more natural and the closest thing you can get to only using water. So I will link this. It's very inexpensive on Amazon. And then also this, you need this too. This is the boric acid suppositories. I know, I told you guys I would be weird in this video. No one talks about this. These are so good and you don't need to use them all the time. This is only for when you're like, oh, something's not right. You just stick one right up in there. It's a small little capsule. You're not gonna feel it at all, preferably at night, and you're gonna wake up and you're completely refreshed, okay? This is just to have on hand when things start to go the wrong direction and you wanna get back to the good direction of a blossoming flower that you really are. Now, throughout this video, I've been talking a lot about good bacteria and how you need that to smell good down there. So let's talk about a probiotic because that makes a huge difference down there. Everyone talks about probiotics being good for your gut health, digestion, immune support, and that's true, but it's also really good for our female area. It makes a huge difference in that department. So if you think you're just getting probiotics from your yogurt, I'm sorry, I'm gonna squash that. It's completely false. Yogurt is pathetic when it comes to probiotics. It's like, there's nothing there. There's like barely any strains. It's full of sugar and additives and you just need a good probiotic with billions of CFUs, which is colony forming units, where it's like live microorganisms that are gonna go into your body and promote the good bacteria, which is gonna make you smell good. Now, this next tip or trick I really think could be life-changing for some people, and it has to do with UTIs or urinary tract infections, which is something that a lot of females, unfortunately, just struggle with. And there's so many like typical tips that people say, like,
you know, after you do something, you need to pee.
We know that, like, you know that, I'm sure you do that, but there's still people that get UTIs even if they do that lovely little suggestion. And then the next thing people say is
drink cranberry juice.
That barely does anything either. So people get cranberry supplements. And I do think this is good. This is 25,000 milligrams of concentrated cranberry. So it's way better than drinking a glass of juice. This is an organic version, just like really good version. So I can link this. I do think it's good to have this on hand. However, I'm gonna take it a step further. If you are somebody that really struggles with UTIs, you're always on antibiotics, they just keep coming back, I'm telling you guys, humor me. And I'm not a doctor, like you can do your own research, you can completely ignore this, but I really suggest at least looking into maybe giving D-mannose a try, okay? This is actually what is derived from the cranberry in like high concentrations that actually treats and attacks the bad bacteria causing the UTI. Like this is really what you want. And so this is 2,100 milligrams of D-mannose. And there are studies out there showing that people took this versus the antibiotic and this worked better than the antibiotic. Again, I am no doctor, but so many people are unaware that this exists and can be like a healthier route than just antibiotic after antibiotic. So again, I will link this. If you're somebody that struggles with UTIs, you can at least give this a try and I think you'll be shocked. Okay, let's talk periods because that's definitely a big female thing, that once a month thing. And if you've watched my channel, I am literally obsessed with period underwear. It's been life-changing to me. Sometimes people, when they hear about this, they're like, what? Like, how is this even a thing? I'm telling you, don't knock it till you try it. I think it is so much better than all of the other like sanitary napkin, tampons, pads, like all of the other things out there. There is like the Luna thing that you like stick up in there and it's, you know, silicone. It's so messy to me. So if you can pull that off, I think that's a good option too. I just don't love that. I much prefer the period underwear. Now, what I am really wanting to talk about though is the PFAs, which is like toxic chemicals that are actually found in 65% of period underwear. So thank the Lord, the ones that I have recommended and the ones that I use do not have any toxic chemicals. So I again will link my personal favorite down below. I have never had any leaks ever, even one time. And you just wash them. I just do like a separate load and it's like I reuse them over and like every month I reuse them. Now I also want to say that there was a study done between 2020 and 2022 where 48% of sanitary pads and panty liners and 22% of tampons also had those PFAs, which are those toxic chemicals. So just keep in mind, there's a lot of stuff that we put down there that it's like literally going into our system. Not good. So maybe give these a try. Now, on occasion, I do use the panty liners for a very bizarre thing. Again, an issue that sometimes females struggle with, but I make sure I buy like the healthy kind, like the organic kind. Now, these liners come in handy for, oh, I don't like saying it. Can I say it? I'll just put an image and you can put it together. So there's this animal and a toe. So that is like something like when you're wearing leggings or certain pants, like that can just peek out and it's like so unattractive, not good. So you can actually use these, like put one of these in, not for your monthly friend, but purely to mask that possibility. There's gimmicky things on Amazon. I'll insert another photo of what that, like you can spend all this money to like, you can have that down. No. A panty liner will do you just as good. Another thing that I think all girls and women should really just get into the habit of doing before you take a shower, this really, anybody can do this, but it's dry brushing. This is really great for lymphatic drainage, but it's also really good for cellulite and dry skin. So I can link exactly the version I have, which is a natural bristle brush. And I like how it actually comes with a handle. So if you wanna get your back, you can. But it also comes with a facial brush, which I actually have a different facial brush that is okay, but it just wasn't it wasn't coarse enough. And this one is so good for your face. So it comes with the different diagrams. Basically what you wanna do is just always brush towards your heart. And I would, like I said, do this before you take a shower so that all of your dead skin kind of falls like down the drain or whatever. And you will be shocked that after 1 week, you have far less dry skin. No longer will you need to be slathering on lotion. I mean, you still can if you like doing that, but this makes a crazy difference. And then long term, it really does help with cellulite. And then the main benefit is of course, lymphatic drainage. Everything that I talked about in this video will be linked down below in the description box and pinned in the comment section. Don't forget about Kenzie. I will also have them linked down below. My code is Shea20 for 20% off this device. I hope you found this helpful and different, and I encourage you to give things a try. Please subscribe if you're new, and I will see you very soon in my next one. Bye.